Wishing you all a beautiful, fantastic, wonderful, brilliant day. In our previous class, we have discussed regarding biogeochemical cycle. So we have learned what is biogeochemical cycle. So how the chemicals are important, how the chemicals are being circulated between the biotic as well as the abiotic factors we have discussed. And then we have learned water cycle as well as nitrogen cycle. How the cycle is being circulated, that also we have gone through. Today, let us learn about the carbon cycle. So, carbon cycle. We know that carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere. So, where is this carbon dioxide present? Carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere. Now, this carbon dioxide, how it is being circulated between the biotic as well as the abiotic factors, we are going to discuss. So, carbon dioxide is being absorbed by the plants. Now, the organic compound is being formed in the plants. Organic compound in the plants. And this is being consumed by the animals. Now, where is this organic compound found? The organic compound is in the animals. So, after long time, so when the plants is absorbing this, after that what happens? It decomposes and forms coal. These plants decomposes and form coal. And in the same way, when this plants as well as animals undergoes fossilization process for several years, what is being obtained? Petroleum is being obtained. So due to burning of this petroleum as well as coal, this combustion is taking place and this is going to the atmosphere back. And also we know that organic compounds in the animals respire. Respiration is also taking place in the animals. So it respire and again it is going to the atmosphere. At the same time, respiration and decomposition of the animals is being taking place and thus it goes back to the atmosphere. Plants also respire and again it is going to the atmosphere and this cycle is being repeated. And there are some animals that they are having carbonates in the form of shells. Exoskeleton is being formed, carbonates. So these are also going and mixing in the water, and what they form? They form carbonates in the water, that is called as limestone. Again, this cycle is being repeated. So carbon cycle is very important. It's very easy also. We all know that carbon dioxide is present in the atmosphere and it is being absorbed by the plants, and thus the organic compound is formed in the plants and it is being from the plants, it is being absorbed by the animals. And when it undergoes decomposition, plants forms coal. And during the several years of fossilization process, plants and animals will be obtaining petroleum. And thus, the burning takes place and the combustion, due to the combustion again CO2, carbon dioxide is fixed in the atmosphere back. And at the same time, we know that we respire. Through respiration also carbon dioxide goes to the atmosphere. So animals, your respiration and decomposition is taking place and thus it is being recycled. In the same way, plants also respire and again it is going to the atmosphere. Thus, the carbon cycle is being formed. So hope you might have understood. So please draw the flow chart in your notebook and learn this carbon cycle well. Now moving towards the oxygen cycle. So now let us learn about the oxygen cycle. So this is the last cycle that we are going to learn in this chapter in the natural process. So first we have come across water cycle, second we have learned nitrogen cycle, third we have come across carbon cycle, and the last one is oxygen cycle. We all know that oxygen is present in the atmosphere. It is said that 21% of atmospheric oxygen is present. And how do we absorb this oxygen? By respiration. So animals respire and we release it in the form of carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide is being absorbed by the plants. And in the plants, we know that a special process is taking place, photosynthesis. And through that, oxygen is again being released to the atmosphere. And thus, this cycle repeats. So here we can see C6H12O6, which is broken into carbon dioxide, water and energy. Here in the case of plants, this carbon dioxide and water will be forming food and oxygen and again releasing it into the atmosphere. So that's all about the oxygen cycle. I hope you might have understood the oxygen cycle. Oxygen cycle is a simple process that is present. Oxygen is present in the atmosphere. It is through, we are absorbing the oxygen through respiration. So in animals, respiration, through respiration only we are absorbing oxygen, and we are releasing carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide is being absorbed by the plants, and then a special process, photosynthesis, is taking place and it is being released to the atmosphere. From the animals also, H2 is coming back and it is received by the plants, and again it is going to the atmosphere. So that's what the oxygen cycle about. So I hope you might have understood the carbon cycle as well as the oxygen cycle well. So in this chapter, once again let us revise all the portions that which we have learnt. We have learnt about the pollution, we have learnt air pollution, its harmful effects, sources, prevention, soil pollution we have learnt, its sources, harmful effects and prevention. Then we have learnt about water pollution, its sources, harmful effects and prevention. All these things we have come across. And in this chapter I have told you this oxygen cycle, nitrogen cycle, carbon cycle and water cycle. These 4 cycles are very, very important. Out of this, oxygen cycle and water cycle is very simple. You please draw the flow chart and make it in your notebook and learn it well. So thank you for being attentive. Thank you very much. May God bless you all.